Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Zain and I am a student of Comsets University Islamabad. And today my topic is Advent of Islam in subcontinent through Mughal Empire. Did you know how was Mughal Empire founded? Everyone knows that Mughal Empire was one of the biggest empires in the world, but very few knows that how Mughal Empire was founded. So in this topic we will discuss how Mughal Empire was founded and how Mughals conquered the subcontinent and raised Islam. Did you know who was Babur? Babur was the first emperor of Mughal dynasty from 1526 to 1530 in the subcontinent, and he is the founder of Mughals empire. Babur, the Mughal dynasty founder, only ruled as emperor for roughly 4 years from 1526 until 1530. He was a prominent genius who had mastered the art of leadership. Babur conquests the Thorn of Fergana, which was spread over Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, and Uzbekistan at the age of 12. But he faced rebellion. He conquered Samarkand, city of Uzbekistan, after 2 years, but lost Fergana of soon after. He again fights to recapture the Fergana, but he lost, and he also lost the control on Samarkand. After that, in 1504, he attacked on Kabul and succeeded, which was under the protective rule of Abdurrazak Mirza. Babur formed a partnership with the Ismail I, ruler of Safavid, Iran, and reconquered parts of Turkestan, including Samarkand. But he again lost Samarkand for the third time. After losing the Samarkand for the third time, Babur turned his attention to Indian subcontinent. Babur's first conquest into India began, and in the Delhi Sultanate controlled region of Punjab. Ibrahim Lodi dynasty was current sultanate at that time. Babur attacked to Ibrahim Lodi in 1526 at Panipat. This battle is also known as the First Battle of Panipat. In this battle, Babur also received artillery aid, the aid in which one gives weapons to other, from Turks of the Ottoman Empire. Therefore, Babur defeated the Ibrahim Lodi Delhi Sultanate and entered the subcontinent. After the victory over Delhi Sultanate, Babur received threats from Rana Sanga of Mewar, Rajasthan, and Afghans ruling eastern India. Babur attacked and conquered the Rajasthan by defeating Rana Sanga of Mewar on March 16, 1527. This battle is also known as Battle of Khanwa. Moving on the next opponent, Babur shifted focus to the Afghan chiefs who had captured the city of Lucknow during his conflict with Rana Sanga. Babur attacked the Afghans who were led by Muhammad Lodi, brother of Ibrahim Lodi. This battle is also known as Battle of Ghagra. Babur again got victory over Mahmud Lodi and Afghans. Mughal Empire had now spread through much of northern India. Babur died in 1530. Then his elder son Humayun took the crown, but he had temporary complications in 1540 when he was deposed by the Afghans ruler Sher Shah Suri. But eventually he was able to regain his leadership role in 1555 after defeating the Sher Shah Suri, but unfortunately he died in the following year by leaving the next phase of Mughal Empire in the hands of his 13 years old heir Akbar. From 1556 through 1605, Akbar prompted a variety of major changes within the empire and extended Mughal Empire over most of the Indian subcontinent. He reformed and strengthened his central administration and centralized his financial system and reorganized tax collection processes. He took an active interest in other religions, persuading Hindus, Parsis, and Christians, as well as Muslims, to engage in religious discussion before him. This is the map of Akbar's time subcontinent. After the death of Akbar, Jahangir and then Shah Jahan took control of Mughal Empire and this chain went on. So I hope you have learned something from my little effort. Allah Hafiz.